You too. What's good with it, y'all? What's good with it? What's with it with it? It's your boy Big Kizzle again, man. Back off in this thing, and y'all know how I do it. Jump straight off into it head first, dread first, off the diving board. Alright, I want to share some of my thoughts with y'all right quick. I got some on my mind I want to share with y'all, I want to talk about. I'm a point and hit mostly big on relationships when it comes to this because I woke up with something on my mind. And the thing I want to talk about is I think when we listen to the world so much and we don't trust ourselves and God enough, that when God moves into our life to remove a person out of our life, we will interfere and play tug of war, and keep holding on to this certain someone that really not supposed to be there. Example, let's just say God has moved into your life with you and your loved one after so many years and pulled y'all apart out of a sudden, you know. Energy shift, full moons and everything. So y'all energies is outgrew each other overnight type stuff, and you realize y'all ain't supposed to be together. So let's just say that was a spiritual move from God and he broke in and y'all break up. One of y'all called it quits or something and trusted yourself. But let's just say the world come in because you so on the world weak. You listen to the world distraction. And the world come in and say, y'all need to get back together. You need to build that. Don't nothing come easy. Strong relationship, work through it, grow through it. Bam. Now you playing tug of war. Let's just say God was removing that person and you brought back in. So you playing tug of war on your blessing, and that's a lesson. Hello. Come up. So that was on my mind. And I just wanted to, pick y'all brain with that and help y'all to help me think about it, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was in a long relationship, a very long relationship. Talking about 10, 11 years type stuff. I ain't gonna lie, and sometimes we hold on to things like that long, but I cannot lie and deny the truth when I say everything that I ever asked and started wanting in life, it started happening after that relationship ended, after that long stint. It'll get you to thinking, like, when you alone and meditating, like, man, you don't get those years back. Like, I was holding on to something maybe God been trying to pull me apart from, and I could have been getting my blessings and all. So sometimes we play tug of war and we block our own blessings, because God's blessings for you are not meant just because somebody else is your partner. You know what I'm saying? And you might not be getting your blessings because you're with that partner. Hello. Real talk. So how do we know when God is closing, how do we know when he's removing somebody out of our life? And that just goes back to trusting your gut, trusting your feeling. Like, if your feeling tell you to let that person go, they ain't gonna do right, then you trust it and let it go. If you wrong, you wrong. At least you trusted yourself. God will work with you more than you trusting somebody else, because they're gonna base what they tell you off of what they went through. And everybody's advice is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. You take all that with a grain of salt. Just because somebody say something, give the world advice or something, it don't mean that it's for everybody. It's unique for each unique situation. And once we understand that and put our mind on it, you will take all that stuff you hear with a grain of salt, especially y'all young kids. Especially y'all young kids. So it's okay when young people, older people, if a man or a woman want to leave you, and let them go. Let them go. You ain't got to fight to hold on for nothing, because number one, if it's meant, why you fighting? You shouldn't have to fight. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to fight for nobody if it meant. Should be having to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? So we got to step up for ourselves and stop being ran over like pavement. And I'm bringing that up because a lot of the times we sit here and be with people so long, and then in hindsight, we be handicapped. We become handicapped. Me, I was not driving for so long, all them years, to the point to where I became handicapped depending on who I was with, to take me to work, all that stuff, to the job, to interview. And with life, there comes times when y'all get into it, and now that person don't want to take you. You see what I'm saying? Being handicapped, but disguised in the name of love. Like, what kind of stuff was that? What kind of stuff was that? And now I'm on eggshells based on my feelings because I might not have a ride. Oh my God, I tortured myself. I don't blame nobody but me. I don't blame nobody but me. Because I was handicapped to the point to where that handicap was used against me to where now, oh, I know you can't drive, you ain't got no car. So now I'm not gonna, I'm gonna use that against you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. I dealt with all them years of that stuff, man. But when you live long, when you know better, you do better. So I'm not complaining about that long relationship because I had other, not none that long, but plenty of other relationships where I was supposed to been let go and did not let go. And who knows, if I had kept going, then I would have been still under that illusion. But you want to get off that train before it goes too far, because sometimes you can't get off. You be too deep in that sea. For real, for real. So sometimes God closes doors and removes certain people out of your life because God heard conversations that you did not hear. The dude you was trying to mess with, or the girl you was trying to mess with, probably was trying to set you up or something, or to get over on you, get your insurance money, use you in the name of love. And you didn't hear this conversation, but God heard them plotting that through their thoughts or with somebody else, and He will split y'all apart. Now, you're going to play tug of war and pull this person right back in your life, and you're going to get got from the same stuff God tried to pull you away from and save him. And then you're going to be like, oh, God, why this happened to me? Oh, my, you dumber than a bag of bounce that ass on a trampoline with no springs. Hello. But you see how it go. When you trust yourself more, you won't fight God. But when you listening and basing yourself on the world's opinion, society's views, you're gonna go against your blessings then, and then we realize why we didn't get our blessings. I mean, we been got them. We've been blocked from them, due to, I guess, things and people we hold on to that God was trying to remove from our life. And that's how I'm going to end this. I want to say once that door closed, a whole world open. So sometimes you picture your life not being able to be blossom without a certain person. You can't live your life. You can't picture your life without this person. You've been with them so long, this, and that. Man, you just don't know. It's a whole nother world out there. And not only will you find somebody better, you will find somebody that will actually love you back. And there is a whole nother beautiful world on the other side of you sitting there putting up with stuff in the name of love disguised. You don't want to. We only got one of these L's not licensed either. We got one life, man, and we don't get that time back. I don't complain about it. I learn from it, and I'll teach my kids about it. If you feel some type of way, then forget how people think about you. You trust yourself, man. And that comes from being isolated and meditating and getting to know you instead of listening to everybody tell you about them. Anyways, I ain't gonna make this video long. I just wanted to share that with y'all because that was on my mind. Like, how do you know when to let go of a person or something? And you think that if you let go, you ain't striving hard enough. That's just something I think that bothers us. So the way I deal with it, I just say trust your gut feeling. I mean, at least you trusted yourself instead of somebody else. Hello. I'm out, y'all. Love y'all. One.